What's up, everyone? This is Stacko Cakes, and I'm back with another Madden 18 video. This is a video to help you pick which cultivator to pick. The cultivators is a cool thing where you put 30 tokens into here, you get one cultivator that is a nat, 90 overall card. If he meets one or two of the objectives on Thanksgiving Day, he gets upgraded to either a 91 or a 93 overall, and it becomes auctionable, which is pretty cool. So, let's go check through these cards to see which ones have the best chance of hitting. Here we go. We have to get this set in by the 23rd, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. First off, the cool thing that they did was for the Chris Thompson one, he's gone for the season. So the people that put their tokens into here, they can get them back with this Chris Thompson exchange, which is good. Let's go check. First, we got Xavier Rhodes. So you put 30 tokens in here if you want him. And if he gets one pass defended on Thanksgiving Day, he gets a 91 overall card. If he gets one interception on Thanksgiving Day, he gets a 93 overall card. So let's go check out Xavier Rhodes. Let's check out his last games here. So let's look at pass defended. So he has 5 passes defended on the season in 10 games. So his last 2 games, he has 0 passes defended. He's got 1 pass defended in his last 3 games. It's basically a 50-50 thing if he gets a pass defended or not. So that's not really a good chance to get that one. 1 interception. He has 1 interception on the season in 10 games. So getting that 1 interception on Thanksgiving Day to make him a 93. Probably not a very good chance of that happening. So, yeah, Xavier Rhodes is probably one of the ones that you might get the pass defended one, but I don't know about the interception to make him a 93. So if he doesn't make these conditions, he remains as a nat card. Just so you guys know. Of course, my phone goes off. That's awesome. Next, we have Glover Quin. Let's check Glover Quin here. Okay, so for Glover Quin, it says 2 solo tackles on Thanksgiving Day. He goes to 91 overall. 7 solo tackles, and he goes to 93 overall. Okay. So let's go check his tackles here. So his tackles for total 4. So okay, so he's had 4 tackles, 3 tackles, 4 tackles in the last 3 games. Then he had 0 the game before that. So on the season, it's going to add up his tackles here. See what he's done for the season so far. So he has 36 tackles in 10 games. So he averages 3.6 tackles per game. So 2 solo tackles gets him up to 91. His last games, yeah, like I said, last 3 games he's had 4, 3, and 4 tackles. So to get those 2 solo tackles, looks like it's going to be a pretty good pick for this one to get him to the 91 overall. 7 solo tackles, he has never got anywhere close. Well, actually, he had 6. He had 6 solo tackles in week 2, 5 solo tackles in week 3. So besides that, he's had 4 or under the rest of the weeks. I think 7 solo tackles to get to 93 is way too much. So if you're looking for some guy that's going to has a good chance of getting to 91, here's Glover Quin. That's a good one. But to get the 7 solo tackles would be absolutely crazy. That'd have to be his highest for the season. I can't see that happening. Let's check the Hunter Henry. Of course, they made these all so that the chance of them hitting are very low, obviously. But so we got Hunter Henry, 2 receptions, goes to 91. 7 receptions, he goes to 93. He looks like a really, really good tight end in this game. So I was really thinking about getting this one. But let's just check to see his receptions. He has 26 receptions so far. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in 10 games. So he averages 2.6 receptions per game. So the last game, he actually got 0. No, actually, I'm reading them backwards. The last game, he got 2 receptions. So his last games have been 2 receptions, 1 reception, 2 receptions, 4, 5, 3. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. In his last 7 games, he has only had under 2 receptions once. So to get that 2 reception mark, he looks like he's really good to get a 91 overall auctionable tight end. But to get 7 receptions, he's actually done that once, which was week 2 versus the Miami Dolphins. He was 7 receptions, 7 targets. But the other weeks, he barely gets 7 targets. Like he got 5 targets last week, 2 targets the week before, 2 targets the week before that. So he's not getting even the targets to get anywhere close to those 7 receptions at this point. So to get that 93, I don't think that's going to be happening with him. But to get the 2 receptions to make him a 91, looks like he's probably going to be doing that. So that's good. So Glover Quin and Hunter Henry are probably 2 of them that are going to get those 91 overalls. Let's check out Dak Prescott. Let's check out his last games here. Okay, so 150 passing yards puts him to 91 overall. 300 passing yards puts him to 93. So looking at his passing yards for the season, he has never thrown over 300 yards, which is kind of surprising. But okay, so he has never thrown over 300 yards. The last few weeks with no Zeke Elliott, he's had 145 yards passing and 176 yards passing. You would think without Zeke he would be throwing even more, but it seems like the yards have not been going up that much. But let's just check as far as his 150 passing yards for 91 overall. So last week he had 145. Week before he had 176. Then he had 249, 143, 234, 250. So he actually is averaging 213 yards per game. So his average is under the his average is 213 yards per game. So the 150 passing yards, I think that's a really good lock for this one to get that 91 overall Dak. But to get to 300 passing yards, that's going to take a lot. That's going to take a lot. But I think it's actually worth the risk, because to get that 150, to get that 91 overall Dak is going to be a really expensive card, and you can just sell it even if you don't want it. So I think this might be, like, I was trying to think of which players once they are made would be the most expensive to sell, and I think Dak Prescott, just because he's like on the Cowboys, he's a big name. I think this is a player that I would probably look at, because I think that 150 passing yards, I think that is pretty much a guarantee he's going to get that one. Because it's just last week was off, but besides that, he's been throwing for over that basically every single game. There's only 2 games where he's thrown under 150 passing yards of the 10 games. So to get that 91 overall Dak is really good. And then you know what? You have a bonus chance to get a 93. And if you get a 93, can you imagine how much that's going to be worth? So I think Dak is definitely worth doing. I wish I had more tokens so I could actually do Dak, and I could do the Hunter Henry, because I would like to get another tight end. But Jason Pierre-Paul, let's check him out. See how likely he is to get this. 0.5 sacks gives him 91 overall. 2 sacks gives him 93 overall. So on the season, he has sacks. He has 4.5 sacks in 10 games. And as far as the last, 1, 2, 3. He has not had a sack in 4 games. And one of the games he had 3 sacks in it. So out of his 4.5 sacks on the season, 3 of them came in 1 game. So you can look at this a couple ways and think he has the ability to get these 2 sacks in 1 game. And you can also look at it and say that besides those 3 sacks in the 1 game, that would mean 1.5 sacks in the remaining 9 games. So for this one, I would have to say I would stay away from this one altogether, because I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get the 91 overall in this one. So I think if you're looking for someone that's gonna be upgradable and you can sell them, I definitely would consider Dak Prescott. And I just put him all by himself. This is the one that I say to get. Because the other guys, Xavier Rhodes, it's kind of a toss-up if he gets that one. Glover Quin looks like he's probably going to get the two solo tackles, I think. But to get more than that, he has no chance. Hunter Henry, he's probably going to get the 91 overall as well. But Dak Prescott has a really high upside here. If he goes like completely crazy, he could get 300 passing yards, even though he hasn't yet. But you can just see one of those games on Thanksgiving where he just goes crazy. And but even if he doesn't get the 300 passing yards, just get the 150, gets on the 91 overall. 91 overall, running quarterback. That's a big name like Dak. He's going to go for a lot of money. So I would definitely say, you know what, if you're going to do these cultivators, do the Dak Prescott. I think that's the best route to go. Let me know in the comments down below which cultivator you guys are doing, which ones you guys think have the best chance of hitting. Let me know if you guys think I'm crazy or if you guys agree with me. Put some likes down below if you guys like this video. I appreciate every single like. Thank you very much. And sub if you guys want to know when my next video is coming. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon.